Hello, my name is Jonathan Rolande and I'm here today on behalf of House by Fast to answer some questions. I have three here today, so thank you very much for sending those in. Getting straight on with it, the first one says, and this is from Haby 2010. Hello, what does lease mean? If I lease a property, how come the property is stated as being $49,950? That's an interesting question. Basically, what you're doing with buying a lease, which I guess is probably a flat, is actually paying $49,950 to have normally a 99 or a 1 to 5 year lease, which means that the $49,950 isn't for the land, it's actually for the building that you're leasing for that period of time. So you're quite right that you are just paying that sum of money for a lease, but the fact that it's so long means that you and any relatives or subsequent buyers of the flat can continue to live there probably for the next, whatever, 70, 80, 90 years. Just on that point, it is important to check the length of the lease. If it gets anywhere near about 70 years or less, it will be very difficult for either you or any subsequent buyers when you come to sell the flat to actually raise a mortgage against it. So most properties now are running a little bit low if they're built in the 1960s or 70s, and the cost of renewing a lease, even on a flat at $49,950, could be anything sort of £5,000 or £10,000. So you need to know that the lease is a good length, 75, 80 years plus. If it isn't, then do double check that the owner will be paying for the lease renewal, not yourself, or in some way build that into the negotiations when you start them. So I hope that answers the question. Any other queries, let me know. The next one is from Elegant Chaos, which sounds familiar. My apartment has had no viewings in 6 weeks. Is this the current climate? It says here, I think that you're in Surrey, Camberley in Surrey. So frankly, no. The market, as in sort of April 2013 as we are, is absolutely fine. It's almost back price-wise to the very high levels of summer 2007. There is, I'm afraid, a north-south divide. Much of the north is still more depressed, but somewhere like Camberley in Surrey should be back to normal levels. You should have had some viewings. There's a few ways around this. It may be that your estate agent isn't the right agent for you. Perhaps they don't specialise in this type of property that you have, and that's why they're not getting viewings. Do double check that you're on all of the portals such as Zoopla, Rightmove, etc., and encourage your agent to give you a premium listing. This will give you an enhancement to the normal ad and probably add about 25% or so to the number of inquiries that the agent will get, so that will help. Check the photographs that the agent's using. Perhaps are they putting people off for some reason if they're not very good? Is the property presented well? That's something, again, that comes across in photographs, so however good the photographer is, if the flat or house has been a bit messy, there's nothing they can do about that. So have a tidy up and get the agent round to take some more pictures. At the end of the day, I'm suspecting it's probably down to price, because certainly anything is saleable at the right price. So perhaps get another agent in as well and get their opinion on value. What I would say is, if you're thinking of changing agents, double check any sole agency agreement you might have signed to make sure that you're not liable to pay 2 commissions. That's a whole new subject in itself, but just be careful before you sign anything. I hope that helps. Any other queries, let me know. The third question is, do I need planning permission to enlarge an existing conservatory? This is quite a hot topic at the moment. The government are thinking about changing and relaxing planning rules. It looks like that may not happen in the original way that they thought, because there have been quite a few objections. So at this stage, if in doubt, go to the council. It's free to have a consultation with a planning officer and just get their opinion on whether you need to get permission or not. If it is a conservatory, it may be double glazed. Don't just get anyone to do it. Make sure they will provide you with a fencer certificate, that's FENSA certificate, because you'll be asked for it when you come to sell the property, and if you can't provide one, that can cause a few headaches. So go down to the council, get advice as to whether you need planning, and if you're going to use double glazing, make sure you get a fencer registered contractor. I hope that helps, and as ever, any other queries, just get in touch. Thank you.